All right, Friday. It's your boy Marcus, aka the Patriot. All right, we're coming to you, season 2, episode 1, returning with Battle of the Bags. So, last season I wanted to get more challenges going in there, but just got busy. This season, got a wedding planning going on. Wedding in 22 days. But anyways, so the gist of Battle of the Bags. Every episode, I grab the bag winner from the previous episode and bring on a new challenger. So, last season's winner was the BG Wizard. Now, I will tell all y'all, your boy the Patriot is a big fan of BG. BG has been working very well for me. I just really like the quality of the bag, especially like dealing with customer service. Those guys are really good at replacing bags and helping out. So, BG is my jam. But anyways, last season's champion was the BG Wizard. BG Wizard is a 5.9 speed rating, meaning that slow side, which is a hybrid blend, is a 5 speed. So it means it's a little bit slower, a little bit stickier. The fast side is a 9. All right. Fuller bag. Decent sized template. I think a little bit on the bigger side. So that gives me a little bit more rollability, allows you to shape shots. You're able to cut shots, throw some rolls, get around shots, things like that. The challenger for season 2, episode 1 is going to be the BG. Again, shout out to BG, the Valkyrie. So the Valkyrie has a hybrid slow side, and we're looking at a 6.5, 7, 9, meaning slow side is about a 6.5, 7. Fast side is definitely that 9. So that's going to help you with a lot of pushes, get throughs, and whatnot. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I got my fuzzy mic on. I tried to keep it a little bit further away from my mouth so I'm not so loud. But the gist of the competition is we are going to go to 21. First bag to 21. I throw the same way I would in a game if I was playing against an actual opponent. Right now I'm playing against myself, but I'm putting these bags to the test as far as, how do I shape some of these shots? I try and put myself in situations with how I'm throwing to replicate what I would see in a game. Cancellation scoring. So, if the Wizard has 3 in and 1 on, which is 10, and the Valkyrie has 2 in and 1 on, all right, that's 7-10, then BG gets 3 points. First bag to 21 wins. All right, so if you have any suggestions or any thoughts, comments, concerns, whatnot, drop me a message on here. But all we're doing is we're going to get throwing. First team to 21. Since the Wizard is last year's champion, then we get to start off with a Wizard. I will tell you that I've been doing massages all day today, so I'm probably a little sore. But see what we got. A little short. I figured that was going to happen. And another short one. Got to get into it. All right. That's 1 in for the Wizard. Ooh, Valkyrie went off. They're a little bit slicker. Short again, man. What's going on here? And these boards are slick today. All right, it's on for the Wizard. All right, so we got 1 in for the Valkyrie, 1 in for the Wizard, and 1 on. So that is a 4-3 round Wizard. So 1-0. Not the greatest throwing on my part, but we'll get there. again, feel free if you guys see anything, you know, my form, my release, something like that, let me know. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me as well too. Here we go with Wizards. Wizards are up 1-0. Side railed that. Wow, these things are just sliding. Oh, that's stuck on there. Little cut shot from the Valkyrie. Oh, side again. All right, so right now we're 3-1 Valkyrie. Oh, held on to it too long. Man, not throwing well at all. There we go. It's a little block. So you think you do a reverse cut? I don't know. Nope. Yep, released it wrong. All right, so looking at the score, we got 4-4. It's 4-4. So that's a wash. Still got Wizards up 1-0. And I'm throwing like garbage. So sorry you had to see that. All right, here we go. All right, we got a 1 on for the Wizard. Just short. All right, the Wizard went off left. There we go, right in with the Valkyries. Short again. There we go, Valkyries are right up the middle. Oh, and that Wizard went just right. And that one's going in. All right. All right, so we got 3 in for the Valkyrie and 1 on. So that's a 9-1 round, 8 points Valkyrie. So now it is 8-1. The Valkyries are in the lead. So, you know, I tell people, you know, cornhole is a very humbling sport, right? You know, and people think you just practice over and over again, but a lot of cornhole is your mentality. You have a bad shot, you got to be able to fix it. All right, not freak out and get frustrated, but figure out what you did or what you did wrong. So those I know I'm just releasing a little bit too high. Oh, same thing with that one. That one I tried. But anyway, so you know, you got the worrying mindset, you got the mindless mindset, you got the play, and you got the flow. That one I tried to hit. So the worrying one is you're already defeating yourself by going in. There you go. Come on. Almost. You know, you're already going into a tournament, going into a blind draw, whatever it may be, you know, assuming the outcome already. Thinking you're not, oh, did you see that collect? That was a beautiful collect. But anyway, so you're worried about the outcome when you just got to go in and perform, all right? The worrying mindset could be one of the worst, because you beat yourself before you even got on the court. You know, so the next one is going to be the mindless. There you go. Mindless is you're not thinking anything. going through the motions. You're going too fast, whatever. Then you got the play, whereas you're locked in. So you see a lot of the worry and the mindless and a lot of just straight up amateurs, people that just go out backyard having fun, whatever. You get a lot of the play and flow from a lot of those pros, a lot of those people that are playing on a consistent basis, so they're already locked in. So what I tell people to do is try and find something that gets you locked in. You look at a lot of these pros, they have a setup from the beginning, like when they get to the tournament and they're setting up, they're going through practice shots or they're saying a mantra or something in their mind to get them, focused. And then, you see how when somebody sets up, some people, and I try and do this sometimes when I got somebody that's really on a roll, is I'll count. Either I'll flip the bag a couple times, I'll sit there and wait, and I'll get a 4 to 8 count in my mind before I release the bag, right? So that's going to be huge. So anyways, what we got here, we got nine Wizards and 4 Valkyries. So it was 8-1 before Valkyries. Now it's 6-8. Wizards are coming back. Since the Wizards scored on that one, they get first bag. So now, like I said, it's 6-8. That was a good shot. All right, you feel it when you get that good release. Releasing off of those fingertips. That one was a little short. I'm going to try just a little get around, so I'll throw a little bit lower. My goodness. So that one was a good line. I just did not throw it hard enough. Try to move it over. It's not going to work. Think we could try it this time now? Step out a little bit. Still aiming right at that corner. Oh, right over the hole. Right on line. All right. So we have to try and hit this, collect it. I don't know. It's going to be a really hard collect, but let's see. All right. So I got that one in there, and the other one's still on the board, so that's fine. Let's stay here. Try to get around. Now we just try and go in. Oh, and that one stopped dead. All right, so it was 8-6 Valkyries before. So we got 1 in and 2 on, 1 in and 3 on. That's 6-5. Wizards got 1 point out of there. So now it is a 7-8 game. Valkyries are still in the lead by 1. But Wizards are making the comeback. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win. All right, here we go. Wizards got first bag, 7-8. They're down by 1. Decent block. We'll try and aim for that corner. Oh, and I went short again. I don't know what's going on here. Wizards got that collect for 6. All right, it's right now it's 6-1. Oh, and it dripped in. I will say that about those Valkyries. They are very drippy. Drippy, if you don't know, means that they can hang out around the hole and sometimes don't even need a little bit of a bounce, and they get dripped into that hole. So that's awesome. All right, so right now it was 8-7. I got 2 Valkyries off and 1 on. All right, so that is a 4-10. 10-4 round for the Wizards. So it was 7-8, right? What did I say? 10-4, so 7. So now it's 14-8. Wizards are up 14-8. We'll switch sides. Go outside arm on this side. So 14-8. Wizards are up. Wizards get first bag. Trying to see if we can bully this. Ah, it's too much. Almost got it. Now we gotta slide up in here gentle. There we go. We pushed the wizard out of play. I guess that still works. Right down the middle. Another one down the middle. Ooh, that one went a little bit right. And it fell off. I don't know where I was going with that. All right. So I got 1 in and 3 on for the Wizards. So that's 6-5. I got another point. Now it's 15-8. Wizards are still in the lead. And again, Wizards get that first bag. That's too far out. So you can tell right away when you hit those that they're not going to work. That's a good block. Try a roll. Ooh, it almost got in. All right, so tried the roll with the Valkyrie, like a roll cut. Now I got to come in a little bit, catch that angle. Hopefully try and push them all in. There we go. Great shot right there. That was really good. All right, Valkyries. Oh, Valkyrie went hot off the bag, or off the board. And then I'm short. Man, I've been doing this a lot often. I don't know what's going on. There you go. All right, so it was 15-8 Wizards. So I have 1 off, 1 on. So that means we got 7-6. 1 point for the Wizard. It is 16-8. All right, Valkyries need to pick it up. All right, 16-8. Wizards are up. See if we can close it out on this round. Wizards out the gate, down the middle. There we go, matching it. Wizards down the middle. Come on. Oh, Valkyrie went off. Wizards just hanging on that corner. Got a little bit of a bully out of there. All right, so you can try and sneak around with a little bit of a reverse cut. Or try and go up. I'm going to try the reverse cut. Oh, just over the hole. Didn't cut enough. All right, so we had 16-8. That is 2 in for the Wizards, which is 8-6. So 2 points for the Wizards. 18-8. All right, Wizards up 18-8. Let's see if we can close out the Valkyries in this round. You know, it doesn't help that I'm shooting like crap. All right, it's a little bit off, so we're going to try just a little bit of a cut shot. Oh, aimed a little bit. Oh, it's not bad. Huh. Those cut shots take a little bit for me to get used to. I'm still trying. There it is. Took the other one in. Most of the time when I miss with those cuts, it's just aim. That one wanted to grip. You see my release is way better now. That's a nice block because you got to go through. And I missed. Missed that one too. What the heck? All right, so we got a 5-4. So Valkyries got 9 now. So it's 18-9. Valkyries don't want to go out just yet. Again, I see some comments, I think. I know I'm not shooting all that great. Let me see what we got here. Hey, what's up, Sean? Hey, sorry if I'm not shooting that great, but you know what? We're doing our best. All right, so we got 18-9. Valkyries get that chance to start up. And those went off. I don't know why these Valkyries are so slick. And that's short. Yeah, and when I try and compensate for it. And that's another opportunity to try and cut. There it goes. That was a good cut. I don't know if I can collect this. We'll try. Nope. I'll blame it on the vehicle. The vehicle was in the way. Couldn't get it far enough. That's what it is. All right, try the cut again. There it goes. I don't know if I can hit that. Oh, did you see that? Got the collect. I didn't know that was going to go in there. All right. So we got 1 off, 2 off for the Valkyries. So that is a 7-6. So 1 point for the Wizards. So that is 19-9. 19-9. Wizards are still up. Let's see if we can close it out. I've been saying this for a minute. What's up? Come on. All right, let's go. Wow, I don't know how that happened. I just bumped and hit that one in. Almost the same exact spot. That one got around. I got one of them in. We should just go straight up the middle. All right. So they're not wanting to quit. Just like the military, no quit, no surrender, right? That's why they call me the Patriot. Anyways, that is a 10-10 round. So we still got 19-9. Wizards are in the lead. But the Valkyries are still there fighting. All right, 19-9. Come on. Let's go, Wizards. Wizards in for 3. Oh, and the freaking Valkyries go off. Slightly left. Those go off. Not looking good for the Valkyries right now. Valkyries in for 3. Man, front board of that. Still think not enough. And oh, it didn't want to go in. Wow. A little garbage right there. All right, so Valkyries made a valiant effort, but that is a 7-4. So that's 3. All right, that's 22-9. So Valkyries tried. They did not succeed, but they will be back. So anyways, let me come back down there, get a holler at you. My arms are dead from work today, but I'll sit down and talk at you, huh? All right, so valiant effort by the BG Valkyries. They did their best. Like I said, this is a 6.5, 7, 9 speed rating. You know, that hybrid slow side. I think they're still breaking in, especially when I try and do the cuts. I think a lot of it is just where I'm aiming. I need to work on that. But your champion from last season, BG Wizard. So I throw with these. A lot of my guys who I play with, they know I throw with these a lot. Sometimes they can be affected by humidity and whatnot, but they tend to do pretty well. I'm not going to complain about it. But yeah, so 22-9 for the first episode of season 2 of Battle of the Bags. So every episode, I'll bring the winner from the previous episode and start some new competitor or new challenger. I think so. For the next episode, we'll probably do the Wizard versus a Wizard L variation. Now I have a blue and pink pair that is really broken in. And then I have one of the places that we play, Sideliners Pub and Grill out in North Prairie. Shout out to Cassie and Kurt. Got a set from them. And those ones are taking a little bit longer to break in. But again, I love the Wizard L's. I like a fuller bag, especially if we're trying to roll and whatnot. So I appreciate everyone who jumped in here. Sean, good luck out there in West Bend. I'm not sure when I'll get the next one in, but I'm going to try and be a little bit more consistent as the time goes on. I do got 22 days before the big day, the wedding to my love, Becky Noobs. Shout out Noobs. But anyways, so This is another episode, season 2, episode 1 of Battle of the Bags. And the winner is the BG Wizard. All right, until next time, Patriot out.